Good morning, everybody. Happy Halloween. I was out for a walk with my dog this morning and I came across probably one of the coolest setups that I have seen in a long time. I didn't have my phone with me at the time, so I figured I'd walk back and share this with you. Now, over my shoulder here, you can see Beetlejuice in this nice little setup. It's probably by far one of the coolest decorations I've seen in terms of Halloween, but it got me thinking about how important it is to strategize around including relevant content in your content strategy, or even just overall marketing, being cognizant of what's happening. And I think a lot of people tend to forget being cognizant of what's happening. And I think a lot of people tend to forget or figure out, how do I plan that in? And that's really one of the first steps that you can make, is just simply planning. Grab a calendar, download one in Google if you want, but the easiest way to include any type of relevant social content like events into your strategy is simply by planning. The next step is to try to figure out where and how should I be creating this type of content. Now, today it's pretty easy because I had a wicked backdrop with that decoration set there, but try to figure out where your audience is and the type of content that they engage with. And if you can do that, it becomes a lot easier, because for some, it might be as simple as just turning on a webcam or recording a Zoom conversation and then broadcasting it to LinkedIn. For others, if it's an e-commerce company targeting a different audience, it might be easier to record more social face-to-camera type stuff like this. So number 2 is just figure out where is your audience and how do we communicate with them. And number 3 is just execute. Creating social content is not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. It takes a lot of practice, but you just have to start. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you just need to have started to get in a spot where you're creating things that are relevant, people want to see. And just remember, it's social content. It's just the tip of the spear to start a sales conversation so that you can engage and move them through their funnel. Not all content is designed to just create a sale or start something new. So just start and figure out how to engage people in conversations. And one of the simplest things that I've seen, and a lot of people miss this, is there's a huge opportunity in the comments section. Whether that's your content that you've created or just content from other people in your industry or just other influencers, that comment section is pure gold for starting some conversations and engaging in some social activity, whether that's a DM strategy to get people into community, or just as simple as getting them over to your site if you can solve their problem. So biggest thing, number 1, get a plan, just grab a calendar. Number 2, figure out where your audience is and where to distribute the content. Number 3, just start. Your first episode, your first piece of content is probably gonna be your worst. I remember when I started my podcast, that first episode was embarrassing, but it got me started on a huge journey. So just get started, have fun. If you want some samples or you want some help from our team, just put below either trick or treat, and we'll make sure we get back to you with some things that can help you out. Have an awesome day and a happy Halloween, everybody.